You can triple your tomato harvest by doing less. There are 3 ways that you can prune your tomatoes, and I want to speak about them. In our greenhouse we have only 6 tall growing plants, and we will harvest more than 1,000 tomatoes from this. And right now I believe we have about 500 hanging from those 6, so it's about 100 average. And I want to show you how you can accomplish that. You have got to prune your tomato plants, but not the way that you usually hear. There is another way. The most common way to prune your tomatoes is what I call the perfectionist, which is that you will leave only 1 tall growing stem and you will cut off every single one of them. You will look frenetically if you find a thief, and if you find them, you will cut them off. And yeah, so you will only have 1 stem. Now the disadvantage of this is that if you only have 1 stem, it's only going to give you that much harvest. It kind of speaks for itself, because it can't carry 100 of these in 1 stem. Maybe it will give you 10 of them. So that's the most common way. You just cut away all the growth and all the so-called thief that the thieves I will show you. We got one here. It's like the sprout, the small one that just sprouted from the main stem. We cut away all of them, and it really is it's not my recommendation. The second way to prune your tomatoes is the lazy man's way, and that is to do nothing. You will have a bush like this, and that is also not my recommendation due to pest disease, and you won't have the same harvest that you would if you compare it to the third way that I will show you. It will give harvest, of course, but it's just a mess. It's hard to even find the tomatoes. What can happen is that you will have tomatoes that you don't even know about. Look at them. They're like a 300-gram tomato, and there are 5 of them right there at the base. So what you want to do to get the triple harvest is you will leave about 3 to 5 stems. So let's say we planted this guy right here. It's been in a pot, and it's a feet high or so. Then you will let that grow for 2 weeks or something like that, and then it will begin to form these side shoots, which is one of these. Now this is a very tiny one, but in between the leaf and the stem they will shoot those side shoots, and these guys, you want to save a few of these. As I said, you can save 3 to 5. This plant are right here at the base. I've saved I think 6 of them, so I have a few hundred tomatoes from just 1 plant, because I saved quite a lot of them. Apart from that, you want to cut the leaves also. You don't want to keep, like we have done, we've kept all the leaves because I didn't have time. You don't want to remove these leaves up from the top, because the fresh green ones are the ones that collects the nutrition from the sun. So you want to keep those and focus on removing the leaves at the base. And it's hard to say how many you should keep if you have many stems, but maybe you can keep like 6 or 8 of each stem. So if you keep only 6 of the whole plant, that's not going to be enough. But if you keep like 6 of them, and it's hard to count, but I think you get the point. It's not so picky. Just make sure that you remove some leaves here and there so it looks nice, and they can circulate some air in there. So I will remove some leaves here at the base. As I mentioned, there is no point in having those. This is a new stem, so I want to remove those leaves. That's that one. And you just keep on doing this until you think it looks good. You have to be careful not to cut off the tomatoes, of course. Easier said than done. Here's one of those thieves. If I leave that, it will be another plant, and I could leave it because we got some space here. It wouldn't hurt to leave that one, but we're into August, so I will remove it. Another reason for cutting the leaves off is that you want the tomatoes to ripen and to be nice and sweet. If there is just shadow everywhere, they will not be as sweet. It will be more of a sour taste, which is good, but I prefer to eat the sweeter ones. That's it for today. So remember that you will do the combination on the lazy man and the perfectionist. You do some cutting, but you don't exaggerate it. Very easy. Keep a few stems and you will have triple the harvest. I can almost guarantee that. Now I'm going to bring this in for lunch. God bless you and have a good day.